All right, so this is everything that we've been building up to this point. All the blockchain functionality, the smart contracts, the interactions between the smart contracts, and then the full test suite is all a setup essentially for our front end so that we can actually have this working so that our customers can come online and have a UI where they can be depositing into our decentralized banking system, right? So this is what we are going to be building, and as you can notice as well, we've added a fun little particle animation here, which is from a library that I love. So we're also going to have a little bit of fun too, but of course, something like the animation you can just skip through if you're only interested in the functionality. That's just a little extra. I think it's very important to go the extra mile with UI, but of course, that's for full stack development, and we are focusing primarily on the applications. So the UI is important and how we want to work on the front end versus the wiring with blockchain and with the data that we're doing. Of course, all that matters too and is relevant. But to what extent you want to go and get the graphics looking, well, that's all up to you. This isn't a course on graphics, but I did want to add this fun interactive particles in the background. But anyway, back to the real functionality here and the exciting stuff that we've been building. So the first thing I'd like for you to notice is in the nav bar, we see an account number up over here. And if I just zoom in so you can see it better, we see that this account number on the top right top right end ends with a 11E87A0. Here, I'll highlight it. Now, if we go back to our Ganache, we're going to see on Ganache, and we check the second account, which if you remember, when we've been iterating and we've said time and time again, the first account is going to be the owner address, and the second account is going to be the account of the customer for what we're building. And if you look over here, we're going to see the last matching digits. I'm not going to read the whole thing, right? But 11E87A0, that is a match. So very exciting. We actually get to implement the display of the account number on the top, and we're going to do that with React. We see that we can deposit our tokens, so we get our tether here, and we can withdraw. We see that we actually get the balance of 100 tokens to begin with. Now, this is very important as well, right? We've written tests for this. We set the deployment up in our migration so that automatically when our customers access this component, this part of our application, they actually get the 100 balance to start. That gets sent over to their account. We did this in our migration and we did this in our tests and it was working. We even did truffle console tests to see that these balances were there and available. So we did manual tests on top of it. Everything checked out, and now we can actually see the balance being displayed. And so we're able to deposit, we're able to withdraw, and we're going to be able to receive an airdrop, or our customers will be able to receive airdrops that we can set, up so that, let's say, after every 50 tokens that they stake, they get an airdrop. And that's the kind of functionality that you can then extend on your own as an exercise and work off of and continue to build and develop. I hope you do. Of course, it's totally up to you. So I just wanted to show you before we get going to hopefully get you excited, get you motivated. You've worked really hard to get to this point, and now we can see, a cool and basic setup, but that has all the fundamentals when it comes to yield farming, all the fundamental functionalities for blockchain right here. So I'm excited to get going on this. I think it's very helpful to actually have a visual sense a visual sense of the final version of what we want to do as we're going to build each part consecutively. Of course, in the real world, you're not going to have it, let's say, exactly a final version, but you can do a mock-up. You could always have some kind of model, or you can even sketch something out. That's always helpful in terms of understanding how you want the user experience to be. Okay, so enough with the chit chat. Let's get this coding party started. I'll see you in the next video.